Hey, what's up guys? It's Toxic here. And you guys might remember that Roblox actually tried to change the player list a little bit ago, and a lot of people weren't very happy with the design of it because it was a random change that they decided to roll out and it didn't really look that good. And Roblox decided a few hours later that they were going to take it back and improve upon it. And as you can see right here, we're looking at an article from the Gamer 101, which is Roblox staff, and it says player list updates. Now, this is 4 days ago. Sorry, I'm pretty late on this, but anyway, let's talk about this because, this is a pretty big change, changing the whole player list of the Roblox game. But let's take a look at how they decided to improve upon it because, as far as I'm aware, it's a little bit better, but I'm still not really sold on it. So the first part of this whole update basically says, hey, we've been hard at work addressing your comments and concerns about the new playlist, and we want to show you the solutions that we came up with before we release this again. The first one being the playlist offset. So if you guys didn't know, basically this used to stick out like a sore thumb. I'm going to try to find an example, give me a second. And as you can see from this screenshot from my video when I originally covered the change before it got reverted, you could see that it looks very, very strange, this whole player list right here. You can see, for example, that the leaderboard right here is very, very far from both the top bar up here as well as the sidebar. And that's something that Roblox actually improved upon. Because as you can see from this screenshot right here, it's a lot closer to the sides. You can see that right here, they say previously it was 24 pixels, and now it's decreased to 4. I don't know. I still don't really like how it's... I don't know. Okay, my main issue with this really is the fact that this isn't even lined up properly. Plus, it doesn't like... For example, if the name was moved over to fit with where all the names are here, and then it shows you your stuff up here as well, which is pretty much exactly how the old player list was, I think it would be a lot better. But obviously, again, I don't really make these changes. Like, I'm just here to talk about them. But for whatever reason, Roblox seems to be very, very determined to remove that and just keep this, here. I don't know. There's something about the design like this that I'm not really a fan of. I don't really like how the name doesn't line up. It doesn't look very well. But if we scroll down, they also changed the size. Now, when I say that they changed the size, take a look at this screenshot right here. You're going to notice that the size of the leaderboard is exactly the same as the old leaderboard. Because before, the size of the leaderboard did not match up at all with how the old leaderboard looked. But also something else I want you guys to notice is the fact that the name, again, doesn't really line up. It's very irritating to me, okay? And then we have another screenshot down here that shows what it looks like in a server with, a bunch of little things here. You can see that it lines up almost exactly the same, like they overlaid it a little bit here, as you can see. And it pretty much lines up almost exactly the same. If anything, the main changes is that the text is just bigger, so you're going to have to scroll a little bit more than the old leaderboard. Like you can see here, for example, the 14.5 basically just takes up, where like 2 lines would have been. It's like maybe 1.5 times the size. I don't know the exact numbers here or anything. It just obviously looks a lot bigger. And one of the most important changes that they made to this player list is that it won't be taking up your entire screen like it used to. As it says right here, window resize. In the new version of the player list, we automatically resize the leaderboard's max size based on the size of the window that the game is running in. Now, if you guys don't know, for people who have smaller screens, it would just completely take up their entire, Roblox. Like, it would just be the leaderboard, just all over the screen. And basically, this means that if you resize the window, the player list height will adjust to be no more than 50% of the window height, which basically means that it won't be just taking over the entire screen for people who have smaller monitors, which I think is a pretty important change because before it looked like it was unplayable. Like, I'm laughing, but it was really, really bad. I found it to be kind of funny how it just took over someone's entire screen. But yeah. Basically, they did improve upon it. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It's better than it was before, but again, I'm still not really the biggest fan of this brand new player list. And honestly, most of it resides in the fact that this isn't lined up, for example, and also that I think the old one honestly is fine the way it is. I don't think it really needs any changes. And something else I wanted to point out that they actually added to this before I end today's video is that some of the icons on Roblox have kind of changed priority. And basically what happens here is that there's one icon that is shown at all times on this leaderboard. For example, if we scroll back up and take a look at one of them, you're going to see that, for example, premium is shown here, as the icon on display. But basically, this premium icon would go away if someone was following you and they had premium. And this is because of the fact that following somebody has higher priority over premium. And basically, premium is the bottom priority. So if, for example, you follow each other or you're following that person, that icon would appear instead of the premium icon, and so on and so forth, with blocking somebody being the highest priority, which I think is interesting. Because right here it says, yes, we have updated the priority, so now blocked is the highest. Meaning that at the time, something else wasn't as high. I don't know what that would be. Maybe they just switched this player as your friend and you block this player, because obviously you can't block somebody and still be friends with them. So I guess either way, it's pretty much interchangeable. But yeah, they changed it in some kind of way. And this list is pretty useful in case you guys are curious for whatever reason why a certain icon isn't popping up. So basically, I'm going to read it off to you guys. Premium is the lowest. You following each other and you following a player is a little bit higher above that at 7. 6 would be influencer on Roblox, like the star members. 5 would be an intern. 4 is an admin. 3 is the creator of the game. 2 is somebody who sent you a friend request or is your friend. And then 1 is you blocking this player. And honestly, this is a pretty interesting priority list. I don't really think there's anything wrong with it. Seems fine. But just in case you guys are curious, that's what the priority listing is. But that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please let me know down in the comments, do you guys like this new player list? I'm not the biggest fan, but I'm sure it'll probably grow on me eventually. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time, and goodbye.